Hello. In this video, we will see about the digital multimeter. For what purpose digital multimeter is used, how to use, how to connect, how to measure the different electrical parameters. So, the main objective of this video is to provide the information about the use of digital multimeter in day-to-day life of electrical engineer or electronics engineer. Generally, we can see or it is observed that even the graduate engineer is not able to use the multimeter properly. So, to provide some useful information, this video is made. So, in this video, we will see about the introduction of the digital multimeter, or what is the multimeter, for what purpose it is used, that is the applications of the meter, then what are the main types of the multimeters, then what are the main parts of digital multimeter and its block diagram and some more information. So first let us see what is a multimeter. So multimeter is an electronic instrument which is used by every electronic or electrical technician and engineers widely. They use as a test equipment. A multimeter is mainly used to measure the three basic electrical parameters. First one is voltage, then current and resistance. In some multimeters, additional features can also be observed, like measurement of frequency, measurement of capacitor, or to test the transistor, diode, etc. So depending upon our requirement, we can choose the appropriate multimeter to use. Now, multimeter can also be used to test the continuity between 2 points in an electrical circuit. So multimeter is a common and important laboratory instrument. It is used to measure AC voltage or DC voltage, AC current or DC current, and resistance with digital display or analog display, depending on the type of the multimeter. So digital multimeter gives digital output, analog multimeter gives analog output, but digital multimeter which gives digital output is very accurate. So digital multimeter, we can say it is a test tool used to measure the two important electrical values, which is voltage and current and resistance. And it is a standard diagnostic tool for technicians in the electrical or electronic industries. So generally, initially, analog multimeters are used, but nowadays digital multimeter replaced needle-based analog meters due to their ability to measure with greater accuracy, reliability, and increased impedance. So digital multimeter combine the testing capabilities of single task meters, the voltmeter, that is for measuring the voltage, ammeter for measuring the current, and ohm meter for measuring the resistance. Often the multimeters include several additional specialized features or advanced options. So technicians with specific needs therefore can seek out a model targeted to meet their needs. So now what are the applications of the multimeter? As already discussed, that is the main applications are voltage measurement, current measurement, resistance measurement. Voltage may be AC voltage or DC voltage. Similarly, current may be AC current or DC current, and resistance measurement. Other than these three, we can measure the frequency by using multimeter. We can measure the value of capacitance. We can check the transistor. We can check the diode, etc. So additional features are also provided in some multimeters. So depending on our requirement, we can select the model and type of the multimeter. So there are main two types of digital multimeter, of multimeters. First one is analog multimeter and second one is digital multimeter. So here in picture you can see directly the difference between these two multimeters. Here the output display is this one. This is the output display shown here. Two different models of digital multimeters are shown here. So here these are the probes which are used to measure the required parameter. Here it is shown. So let us see about first analog multimeter. The analog multimeter, or it is called as VOM, that is volt ohm milliampere. It is constructed using moving coil meter and a pointer to indicate the reading on the scale. The moving coil meter consists of a coil wound around a drum placed between two permanent magnets. As current passes through the coil, the magnetic field is induced in the coil, which reacts with the magnetic field of the permanent magnets, and the resultant force causes the pointer attached to the drum to deflect on the scale here, indicating the current reading. It is also consists of springs attached to the drum, which provides an opposing force to the motion of the drum to control the deflection of the pointer. For the measurement of DC, the diagonal movement described here now can be directly used. However, the current to be measured should be lesser than the full-scale deflection current of the meter. Now, if you have to measure the higher currents, then the current divider rule is applied. So, using different values of shunt resistance, the meter can be used for the multi-range current measurements. So, for current measurements, the instrument is to be connected in series with the unknown current source. Please remember this is very important. For current measurement, the instrument should be connected in series with the unknown current source. Now, for measurement of DC voltage, a resistor is connected in series with the meter, and the meter resistance is taken into account such that the current passing through the resistor is the same as the current passing through the meter, and the whole reading indicates the voltage reading. For voltage measurement, the instrument is to be connected in parallel with the unknown voltage source. Again, please remember this one. For the measurement of voltage, the instrument is to be connected in parallel with the unknown source. For current measurement, the instrument should be connected in series. For voltage measurement, the instrument should be connected in parallel with the source. For multi-range measurements, so different resistors of different values can be used, which are connected in series with the meter. And next is the for measurement of resistance, the unknown resistance is connected in series with the meter and across a battery, such that the current passing through the meter is directly proportional to the unknown resistance. Now for AC voltage and current measurement, the same principle is applied except for the fact that the AC parameter to be measured is first rectified and filtered to get the DC parameter, and the meter indicates the RMS value of the AC quantity. Now here advantages of analog multimeters are that are inexpensive, that doesn't require battery, can measure the fluctuations in the readings, but the main drawback are the sensitivity and the accuracy. So sensitivity refers to the reciprocal of the full-scale deflection current and is measured in ohm per volt. Now next type is digital multimeter. We commonly used multimeter is a digital multimeter, which is generally called as DMM. The digital multimeter performs all the functions from AC to DC other than analog. It has two probes, positive and negative, with black and red color as shown here. The black probe connected to common jack, that is COM jack, and the red probe connected by user requirement to measure either ohm, that is resistance, or voltage or current. The jack marked VM and the common jack, COM jack, on the right of the picture are used for measuring voltage, resistance, and for testing a diode if provision is there. The two jacks are utilized when an LCD that shows what is being measured, that is either voltage, resistance, or current, etc. Now in digital multimeters, overload protection prevents damage to the meter and the circuit protects the user. Here the digital multimeter consists of an LCD as shown here, a knob. Here we can observe the knob to select various ranges of the electrical parameters. An internal circuitry consisting of a signal conditioning circuitry, an analog to digital converter. The PCB consists of concentric rings which are connected or disconnected based on the position of the knob. So, as the required parameter and the range are selected, the selection of PCB is activated to perform the corresponding measure. To measure the resistance, current flows from a constant current source through the unknown resistance, and the voltage across the resistance are amplified and fed to analog to digital converter, and the resultant output in form of resistance is displayed on the digital display. To measure an unknown AC voltage, the voltage is first attenuated to get the suitable range and then rectified to DC signal, and the analog DC signal is fed to analog to digital converter to get the display which indicates the RMS value of AC signal. Similarly, to measure an AC or DC, the unknown input is first converted to a voltage signal and then fed to an AD converter to get the desired output, that is with rectification in case of AC signal. So the main advantage of the digital multimeters are its output display which directly shows the measured value. It is very accurate, it has high accuracy and ability to read both positive and negative values. That is generally absent in case of analog multimeters. So this is about the analog and digital multimeters. So generally we use the digital multimeter for measure the various electrical parameters. So now here you can see the main parts of the digital multimeter. So display here we can observe the electrical quantity which we are going to measure. That is, if we measure the resistance, we can directly see here the reading of resistance. If we measure the ampere or current, AC or DC, or if we measure the voltage, so direct reading we can get from the display. So now second more important part of the multimeter, of any digital multimeter, is the knob. So here we can see the different rings are there. So we can select the position of the knob and then we can measure the reading. So here you can observe for DC ammeter we have to use this range, for AC ammeter we have to use this range. If we have to measure the capacitance, then we have to use this range. For AC voltage measurement we have to select this range. For DC voltage measurement we have to select this range. Now here additional features are also there. You can test the transistor here, PNP or NPN. For that purpose these slots are provided. Here we can see the power button is also provided to power on or off of the multimeter. So generally these are the additional features, that is measurement of capacitance or measure test the transistor, etc. In common multimeters, only voltage, current and resistance, these values can be measured. So depending on the manufacturer's type and model, additional features are included here. So here you can measure the current from milliampere to some value in ampere. Generally it is 10 ampere. In this case here 20 ampere is there. Similarly, for voltage meter, you can measure the DC voltage up to 1000 volt. You can measure the AC voltage up to 750 volt in some cases. Here also 750 volt. Here capacitor value in microfarad or nanofarad you can measure. Similarly current. So which parameter you are going to measure, accordingly you have to select the knob position. If you have to measure the resistance, then you have to put the knob at 200 or 20. What will be the value of resistance predicted? Accordingly, you can set the knob, or you can set the knob initially at minimum position. And if you will not get the display, accordingly you can go on changing the knob position, and then at some position of the knob you will get the display, and accordingly you can read the value of that measurement. Similarly for voltage, generally for voltage measurement, the voltage applied to the circuit is known, but we have to measure the accurate voltage at the time of testing or measurement instance, so that accordingly you can select the value of the position of the knob. So this is the very important. Generally the main confusion happens here for selection of the knob position. Then the third part of the digital multimeter is the port. The port consists of mainly 3 jacks. One is common jack, one is for current measurement, and one is for voltage measurement. Here additional one more jack is there, which is one is used for the current measurement in amperes, one is used for the current measurement in milliampere. Common jack is used to connect the black probe or negative probe, and one jack which is provided for the common for voltage measurement, resistance measurement, and here for the testing of diode also. So which parameter you are going to check, accordingly you have to select the jack. So COM is common for all the measurements. Only red probe you have to connect here or here or here according to your measurement purpose. So here the block diagram of digital multimeter, this is the basic block diagram. So depending on the measurement parameters if increased, accordingly there are some changes in the block diagram, but this is the basic block diagram which is used for the measurement of AC voltage, DC voltage, AC current, DC current, and resistance only. So here this indicates the knob position. So what parameter you are going to measure, accordingly that block will come into the circuit. So in case of AC, we have to rectify that signal, and that signal is provided here so that the digital display can be observed here. So this is the basic block diagram of the digital multimeter. We will not go too much into this because that is not the scope of this video. So here we can observe the labeling of the multimeter. So this image is of the Fluke made multimeter. This is taken from the Fluke site. So here the different buttons, knobs, jacks are shown, and accordingly what is the function of that particular knob or switch or push buttons or jack that are indicated here. So here we can see one shift key is provided here that is used when we have to read or measure the parameters which are indicated here in yellow color. Other are the common, that is voltage measurement, AC or DC, current measurement, AC or DC, resistance measurement, millivolt, and this part is used for the continuity beeper. That is when we select the knob position of this continuity indicator, so we can check the continuity of any electrical circuit. So only the care should be taken that before checking the continuity of any electrical circuit, please switch off that circuit. So here three jacks are shown here. One is for ammeter terminal, one is for ground or common terminal, and everything but ammeter terminal, that is for the voltage measurement, resistance measurement, continuity checking, this jack is used. Now these are the probes which are used to measure the any electrical quantity. So this part or these ends are connected here according to our requirement, and these test probes are connected in the electrical circuit at the appropriate position to obtain the reading of any electrical parameter, that is voltage, current or resistance. Now these test leads are flexible insulated wires. As we know, red is for positive, black is for negative, that plug into the digital multimeter here. They serve as the conductor from the atom being tested to the multimeter. So this is the main function of the probe. So each application with the digital multimeter presents potential safety hazards that must be considered when taking electrical measurements. So before using any electrical test equipment, people should always first refer to the user manual for proper operating procedure, safety precautions and limits. Please remember this one. Before going for any measurement, you must refer the user's manual, which give you guidance about the proper operating procedures, safety precautions, what safety precautions are to be followed, and what are the limits of that multimeters or any electrical measuring equipment. So you must remember this one. Okay. So thank you for watching video.